Hi, I'm Jay Diamond, dating and love coach. You can find me at jaydiamond.co.uk. Let me move this a bit. Today's question that I'm going to answer is how to get a man to be more active and making plans and taking steps in the dating process. Many men seem to be laid back or insecure and lazy. I've met one guy online. We're texting every day since 4 weeks, and he seems to be really nice and definitely single, but he doesn't make any suggestions about us meeting each other. I'm becoming impatient. So he answers that he wants to go to get his hair done first. He didn't make it before the lockdown. Wow, okay. So it could be a right mess. But this is at least another 2 weeks. Then he suggested that we can have a phone call, which is okay, but it doesn't feel so good that I have been initiating this. But if I wouldn't have done it, nothing would have happened. So I received a lot of questions along this lines, which were what do I need to do? Tell me what I need to do, Jay. How do I balance my masculine and feminine energies, Jay? How do I cast a spell on a full moon and walk clockwise and anti-clockwise, Jay? In order to get the man to make plans and be more progressive. I want him to communicate and commit to plans. Like so many of these it's very similar on this way. So there's a few pieces here I want you to bear with. Okay, I'm going to give you something that you can perhaps do or say, depending on the situation. But I want you to bear with me while I pick this apart a bit for you, because it's not as simple as you're thinking. You think it's all about the guy over there who's not communicating and isn't moving forward as quick as you would like, and that is and that's the term that we need to focus on, not as quickly as you would like. And I want you to think about that. And there's a few pieces here, so where shall I begin? Where shall I begin with you? Okay. So if you've been talking to someone and you haven't actually met, so let's say it's online dating. It's online dating, you haven't actually met yet. Now, I know that where we are right now, we're in quite strange times. I'm living in London. We've just gone into, and we've made up a tier 4. That's where we are right now for the next 2 weeks. And, things are tricky, although there are women in my network who have met someone, have created a beautiful relationship. However, it is a strange time. Things are different, and so we do need to make some allowances for that. However, here's what you don't want to do. What I see many women making the mistakes. Here's the first mistake I don't want you to make. The first mistake I don't want you to make is to think that you have some kind of relationship with this man because you've been texting every day, because you haven't met him, you don't know him, and he doesn't owe you anything. And you don't owe him anything either. So I want you to think into that, because that's like one of the pieces that we need to consider here is like, what are your expectations in Cherished? We have a whole week that kind of will go much deeper into this kind of stuff, where we look at what are your expectations and projections onto the people that you are interacting with in the dating process, and what about those things is holding you back. So you should be talking to a few different people. And I know that it's nice when you find someone, you're like, we really vibe, we get on really well, we've got a lot in common. Like, have you talked on the phone yet? I would want to know. And I hear you, like, you've had to be the one to instigate that. But also, like, over 4 weeks, I wouldn't just be, like, for me, I'm not interested in a text buddy. I've got friends. I've got plenty of friends that I can text if I'm bored. So don't forget, ladies, that some of you are bored because you're in lockdown. And so this is filling your time, and they're the same. Some people who just want to text have no desire to meet up, and there's lots of different reasons for that. And I just want to cover this with you first before we go into the next piece. Yeah, some of them are in relationships already. Some of them, and you might have friends like this. I know I've had friends like this who I've wagged my finger at, and of course they just ignore me. They just want a confidence boost. They want they want the fantasy of a relationship with a beautiful person without the possible heartbreak, without the possible being let down, without the possible having to face their own social anxiety, without the possible having to actually step the game up and make time in their life for relationship because they're actually emotionally unavailable. So some people are texting because, yeah, it's great, but you can hide behind that. I would not let it go 4 weeks before I even mentioned, let's talk or let's get together. Now, I do understand that this guy probably wants to make a decent impression and wants to get his hair done. I've got friends, male friends, who have short hair, whose hair is now down to here. And they're not happy about it. And he probably wants to make a good impression. But here's the thing, darling, and all the ladies who've asked me similar questions like this. It's not up to you, and you cannot force the pace of a relationship. And if you're still asking that question, you do need to be cherished, because this is where we completely flip this idea on its head and open your man field so that you are receiving energy, attention, connection from different men, so that you stop hyper focusing on one guy, which is what it seems like what's been happening here. And in some others of you who, have sent me similar messages about, we've been on a great day and I told him when I'm free and he hasn't contacted me. What do I need to do to make him come forward? This is you and your masculine energy. What do I need to do to make you do what I want you to do? Directional. I'm looking for the outcome. I'm not being in the process, but I'll make it look feminine by, put a feminine smile on it and put my earrings in while I'm on the video call, right? But actually, what you're trying to do is control the process. And I say that because you can say things and have conversation, or I'm going to give you a couple of things that you can say, but the energy behind it is everything. So if your energy is coming from anxiety, from push, from why is this not happening quick enough? Why are you not on my timeline? Why are you not doing what I want you to do? Which is some of you who have messaged me. If that energy is behind it, you're going to push it away. Because you're trying to control the outcome. You're trying to control the process. You're trying to control when he feels ready. I mean, considering that now we're in the Christmas period, lots of people are doing things with family, catching up on bits of work, taking a few days out to just I've literally barely been on Facebook. Like, I've been on, shared a couple of posts, just checked that there's no major something I need to see for work, and then I'm off again. Because I've been with my family. I've been laying low. I've been taking a few days. So sometimes we all need that in life. We just need that time. But in terms of this guy where, you've had to ask for a phone call, go for the phone call and see how it goes. And just say, I'm curious to see if you look like your pictures. This is a great way to put it out there. But again, you're not going to be don't be asking him out. Don't you be, so as I said on another video, don't you be organizing, sorting out, meet me here, let's do this. I'm free on Tuesday. When are you free? Because he might say yes, but he won't have been initiated by him, and you'll miss the fact that he's not leading this dynamic and he's just going along for the ride. And you've probably been in situations before where people are just going along for the ride because you keep things going. You keep pedaling. You make things happen. And if that's the case, it's very worthwhile to learn to lean back, to observe, to, yes, interact and respond. And that doesn't mean that you become like a passive fish who does nothing, who says nothing, who instigates nothing. It's like, oh, I'm just waiting here to be picked by people in life. And no, that's not what it's about. But it's about, where are you filling the gap for other people? Does this make sense? And you have to see if they pick up the ball. And if they drop it, then you go and play with somebody else. It's as simple as that. If you throw somebody the ball, hey, it would feel great to see if you look like your pictures. What do you think? And they drop it, you move on. Maybe when they're ready to play and play a good game, they can come back. But some people are just in practice mode. They just want to play around the sidelines. They're getting ready to be ready. Does that make sense? They're getting ready to kind of date. They're putting the toe in the water. They don't feel like confident yet, or, you know, they're still in the tail end of a relationship, or, you know, whatever. You said he's definitely single, so that's great, and it's great. He's a nice guy, but he also has to be moving towards you, and you don't let yourself be a space filler. That makes sense. So that's my advice. Say, I'd love to see if you look like your pictures. What do you think? Like, throw him the ball and see what he does with it. And if you don't do anything with it, move on. Say to him, I don't, you know, it's been lovely, and be honest, it's felt great chatting to you. However, I'm a bit bored now with just texting. That's what I would say, because I would be bored with, like, I'm not interested, just somebody just wants to text. Like, I've got friends, thank you. Yeah? Move on, meet somebody else, chat to somebody else, you know, go for socially distanced walk in the park. One of our girls in our network on Christmas Day afternoon, because it was just super chill, went for a little park walk day. And I was so proud of that lady for just going with the flow and having fun. And she didn't put any pressure on it because it's Christmas Day, or, you know, or anything. She's like, oh, I'm just going to go and have a good time. And that's what your attitude should be. I'm just going to go and have a good time and see. No stress, no pressure. Okay?